Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be continuing my first Terraria playthrough. If you haven't seen the previous videos in the series, make sure to click right here and subscribe to see future parts of the series. First thing I did was try and make the pumpkin armor again, but this is when I realized I needed the workbench, not the anvil. But once I made some armor, I got pretty dripped out. I mean, look at me go. I checked in on Ralph and he seems to be pretty happy. I moved my workbench up to the other floor, that way further confusion wouldn't happen. And I decided to make myself a tungsten bow. I tested it out, and yeah, I think it passed. Per viewer's request, I decided to make a duplex for a couple NPCs. And yeah, it's not super fancy, but it's pretty much as good as my apartment. Wasn't sure what to do, so I just figured I'd go down and keep mining. I found some more amethysts. I'm gonna keep these ones. Also found a bug and this inventory, which is super cool because, yeah, it led to my death, so that's always pretty fun. I made this thing on accident and completely regret it and don't know what it does, so that's great. I put it in a chest and then decided to go and check on the house. And would you look at that, we have one NPC. And she's pretty happy living in this situation, so that's pretty cool. After a bit of just organizing chests and stuff, I walked over and there was another NPC. She also seems pretty happy with her situation, so that's pretty cool. She also can sell me a few things that look pretty cool, but ultimately I didn't buy anything yet. And yeah, back to it. You guys reminded me that I could use bombs to blow up this material, so I got some more demonite ore. And then just generally mined up a lot more before I hit my limits with this cave and decided to move on. Once I got back to the surface, I just decided, why not just go to the corruption again? So I went all the way down and was on the hunt for shadow orbs, which you guys had told me I should break 2 of, so I will break 2 of those by the end of this episode. I found one a ways down the cave that was pretty accessible, so I made myself a bomb nook, and yeah, here it goes. Also, that worked really well against the enemy. While trying to switch to wood, I blew myself off the cliff and died, but once I got back to it, I was able to blow up an orb. This one was pretty cool. I did not expect to see a gun in the game. That's pretty unique. Of course I had to test it out, and yeah, it passed with flying colors. I mean, just look at that damage. It's one-shotting them. I decided to keep going down in the corruption and missed a jump horribly and died. But once I got back, I was able to safely get to the bottom, where there was another shadow orb waiting for me. Using my same bomb nook strategy, I was able to get to the orb and then eventually blew it up. And you know what my reward for this one is? Well, I was trying to find out when I was rudely interrupted by another worm, and then I foolishly tried to fight it when I realized I should just run for it. So yeah, cowardice keeps you alive, people. But anyway, what was my reward for that shadow orb? I got a little shadow orb that barely illuminates anything and can't even keep up with me. Great. Just fantastic. Not worth it at all. After that, I just decided to keep running right and just see what was there past the corruption. After jumping over this gap, I'd made it farther to the right than I ever had on the overworld. And then after running for a while, I decided to defend myself against the soul eaters. And then I walked over here and saw a pretty cool new structure. But before I could thoroughly enjoy it, I fortified just a little bit more. And then I walked over here and realized the danger that was behind that door, so I decided to wait on that. And I walked over and talked with the old man, who really didn't help me at all. But after talking with him, I just decided to loot the place. I got a few potions and some books, so yeah, that was pretty exciting. But then, what I didn't see coming was this giant skeleton head. Like, where'd that come from? What are you supposed to do there? Anyway, that's all for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to see future episodes, and I hope you have a fantastic day.